Today is one of our shortest travel days ever, about 30 miles.
And flat. It's an easy tow, easy drive. We don't have any rain, we don't have any wind, we don't have any hills.
But what we do have is humidity, about 80%. Yeah, we're foggy. We're foggy. I forgot, when your camera's in the air conditioner and you go outside to the 80% humidity, you're in trouble.
It's like how our human bodies are too. You get used to this AC. Like right now, I'm in my AC clothes and I'm about to have non-AC weather.
We're still going to set up the towed vehicle, right? Because that makes sense. Why would we drive separately? That's silly.
That's silly. Plus, we don't want you to get rusty.
No.
Down.
Lewis.
Down.
That's a bad dog.
No. He's bad today.
Yeah, he's demanding. So anything you do out here, you just start sweating. Big time. It's not that hot. It's only like 75 degrees. But with that humidity, it's rough. I can't complain too much though. We've been in the Keys for 3 weeks. We've been kind of taking a bit of a work vacation and we haven't filmed a lot. So now we have a little bit more time in the Keys and we got some more stuff to film. I even left the awning out because it's, you know, you got to just take any type of shade you can. And I'm going to try not to forget it before we pull off. Okay, so I'm going to shut the air conditioners off. And then I'm going to have to unplug the RV. But again, the great thing about now having at least one air conditioner on battery power, like this is where you need it when it's that hot and you can't rely on just the front Ford AC. You need more in this.
Yeah, totally. 100%.
Okay, I'm gonna go unplug us.
Okay, babe.
We're almost ready.
Great.
Just gotta make sure the AC kicks on the battery power. Come on, baby. There's the AC. Does that feel good already?
It's about to. It hasn't hit me yet. But just hearing it makes me feel better.
You thought I was gonna forget, didn't ya? The awning. Oops, that's the light. Retract. There goes our shade. Whew. Hot, hot, hot. Can't even bring the sunshade down. It's just too hot right now. Kick this up. There we go. Yeah. Let's see, 11 o'clock is checkout. It's 10:55. They want to make sure we're leaving. Don't worry. Looking up the Toad with an ocean view. All right, these are my checks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. 6 points to connect it. That's the easiest part. Making sure it's in neutral tow mode is also easy, but the more stressful part. So putzing around for 15 minutes past checkout puts us exactly at check-in time.
By design, not so much, but it works.
Goodbye, Fiesta Key. So like I was saying, we didn't film anything while we were here. 3 weeks of just catching up, relaxing, and soaking in the sunshine.
Rejuvenation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how long can we continue that, Lewis?
Not long.
So now we're going to be closer to Key West. We got a big Key West trip coming up, and we got lots to explore down in that new area. Gotta love how lush and tropical it is down here in the Keys.
That's my favorite part about being down here, is just how hot it is, the consistent warmth. I love waking up and going on a morning walk with shorts on. Like, that never happens. It only happens in the Florida Keys.
Yeah, to truly reach warm temperatures while RVing, you got to go pretty far south. So if you're on the West Coast, that's why a lot of full-time RVers go to Mexico and Baja.
Yeah.
Because that's far south and it's a little bit warmer even than Arizona or Southern California.
Yeah.
And it really, you know, man, we've had snow in Arizona.
In Tucson.
We're
not talking like Flagstaff. We're talking like Tucson.
Yes, and it reaches, you know, overnights in the 30s quite often. So it's just a different feel in southern Florida. That's where you get the overnights in the 60s and 70s and the highs in the 80s.
Yeah, and as much as we love the dry heat of the desert and the bug-free of the desert, we also love the tropics of Florida and that humidity and like getting a good sweat. This is the only place that I like legit sweat on runs and get drenched, and it feels pretty good every now and then.
You don't even have to run to sweat. You could just walk.
That's true.
So one of the things we're trying to find on our short 30-mile drive today is propane. We thought we had plenty of propane, but the weird thing about the Firefly propane gauge is it doesn't really change until you move. So if you sit somewhere for a couple weeks, it doesn't really go down by percentage points. It just stays the same. And then once you move, it like catches up and then drops by like 10, 15, 20%.
That's so odd.
It's kind of weird because the rest of the gauges go down accurately with the water and the gray and the black. Yeah. But anyways, now we're sitting in the situation where we're low on propane.
There's a couple of gas stations along the way, which you actually have a correction to make because it's a racetrack down here, which is actually part of the TSD Open Roads fuel discount program. So there is an option down here in the Keys in Marathon, right? It's in Marathon?
Yep.
And we just have to be careful, I guess, now that we're towing, because we can't just zip in like we would have if we were only driving the Asada by itself.
And that right there is probably my biggest downside or disappointment in having a towed vehicle. There's a lot of upsides, of course, but one of the biggest is trying to just pull in and do pretty much anything you want to do.
Spontaneous.
Yeah, that's why we did the first 6 months in just straight driving the Dynamax, because we could literally pull over basically anywhere.
Yeah, and of course with the ability to go into reverse combined with the turning radius, it was never a second thought or never any worry about it.
And here's that famous turquoise water.
I am excited to go over the 7-mile bridge. We haven't done that yet on this stint, and it'll be fun because now we have the Bronco to drive over it.
Yeah.
And take a cruise, maybe with the top down. I don't know. It depends on wind and rain and all of the elements, but you can't beat this turquoise water. It's beautiful, and when the sun is shining like this, it just magnifies.
Right now, the alternator charging is kicked on, and with about 500 watts of solar coming in, the AC is running flat. There's actually 7.5 amps, 5 amps going into the battery. But once that alternator charging kicks off, which it does every 15 minutes, then it's gonna show a big drop. And that's why we're at 93% over the last half hour.
So you can't ride in comfort all day.
Not all day. It'll last for hours and hours though. 4 or 5 hours, 6 hours. Propane, 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 propane. I don't see it.
I know.
It's hard to miss the big tanks.
I know.
So right here at the end of Marathon is the racetrack. This is an open roads fuel discount program. Propane filled here. Yeah, pull in right here.
How do I do it?
Well,
did I miss it?
I think you might have. Pull in here. That's 3rd generation.
Oh, that's the one that the lady told me to check. Are we on the correct? Is the fill on the driver, or does it not matter?
The fill is on the driver, but I don't know if anybody's here or not, so we'll have to take a peek. Well, we found the big propane tank, but they're closed. 7-mile bridge. Here we go. This is the big deal.
It does feel like extra bright. Like I need to put my sunglasses on because the water is just reflecting awesomeness all around me.
Amazing. There's the great walking bridge with no bathrooms, by the way.
That's what I don't like about this bridge.
That's gonna be cool at night, babe. There it is, Sunshine Key. It's busy here.
So now we gotta check this one last marathon for propane.
Well, we could ask them when we check in. Let's do that.
Okay.
We got lucky, and they have propane right at the gas station next door to the RV park, so away we go.
How convenient. We could even, if we wanted to be super proactive, top off on our diesel so that the next time we leave, we're full.
Yeah. Well, if you're ever deciding between Fiesta Key RV and Sunshine Key RV, Sunshine definitely has the bigger sites.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because the big talk, you know, when you get to 1,000 trails, either one of those two down here in the Keys, and you chat with other RVers, it's always the question, like, oh, where'd you come from? Where are you going to? And it's like, people like to go from one to the other. And then the next natural question is, well, which one do you like better? And it's so fun to see what people say because we swear we get about 50-50, where half say Fiesta and half say Sunshine.
Yeah, but no doubt the sites are this site is 3 times as big as our site we just came from. 3 times.
No doubt. Yeah, so I guess some high-level differences between the two. Fiesta, which is where we just came from, they have an on-site restaurant, normally. They didn't while we were there this time. They have a hot tub, 2 hot tubs.
With ocean view.
With ocean view.
And the beach, the big, fancy...
They have a little bit nicer beach there.
Nicer beach.
Yeah. And then here at Sunshine, they do not have the hot tub. They do not have the restaurant. They used to have a restaurant a long time ago.
They have a food truck now.
Yeah, but their restaurant got destroyed in like the 2019 or 2018 hurricane, somewhere in there.
I don't know if we can see out here, but we got ocean views at both campgrounds, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
To think about.
Yeah, I love it. I really like this site. This site is amazing. I'm super excited to be here. I hope that they open up the farmers market because I think in December they start to launch that, and that's where I like to go get the fresh seafood from. Fishtails was here last time we were here. I hope that they're back again.
Grouper.
Grouper. $27.99 per pound grouper. That's what I want.
Really good grouper. The mahi's great. Snapper. Actually, I have a lot of hogfish too. So.
Is your grouper crot local?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see. I can show you that as well. Here. Big fillets, but we cut them down into chunks.
Oh, nice. Okay. We'll take some grouper for sure.
Okay. There's exactly a
Oh, perfect.
U.S. pinks.
Those are so good. How long will those last raw before I have to cook them?
These are good for 5 days.
I'll take a pound of those. Let's do a pound and a half.
Okay.
Why not?
I mean, you gotta go for the shells and stuff, right?
The shell.
And one of your seasonings, and that's it.
Okay.
Now Aaron's cutting me off.
You're cut off.
This is like Old Bay.
Oh, okay.
This is more of a blackened seasoning. I'm not sure what you're looking for. I'm just letting you know what it tastes like. I'll get them both.
Okay, I'll get them both.
Jeez. Thank you.
You know,
Yeah, thanks, right?
one of our favorite things about the Sunshine RV resort. Okay. One of our favorite things about this RV park that we're at, Sunshine RV, is the market that they have every Friday morning. Specifically, we've been thinking about fishtails. They sell fish, they sell meat, and they sell pies and a whole bunch of stuff. And we have been looking forward to getting back there since the last time. So today we went there, we spent some time picking out what we wanted, and we went with the black grouper. We got 1 pound for $28, which is a fairly good price. It's locally caught. We have been shopping at other seafood markets in the area, and we have spent $38 a pound at other places. So to be $10 cheaper, you can't get too upset about that. So that's the menu tonight: is grouper, focaccia bread, broccoli in the air fryer. We have some fresh white rice. And our favorite thing about RVing across the country is being able to buy local and have these things that the area is known for. And in this case, in the Florida Keys, fresh seafood. Okay, so we have all hands on deck here. We're gonna do the broccoli in the air fryer. We're gonna do the grouper on the saute on the induction. We talk about the induction a lot. We like how it's more efficient with heat, temperature, cooks better. Just big fans of it.
That helps in the 90-degree humidity down there.
It really does. The white rice, I've already cooked ahead of time. You know, and that's one thing about being in an RV that still irks me every now and then, is that I still have to do some batch cooking because, and not batch cooking, don't use that word. I still have to do like cooking in a series where I can't quite do everything at one time, whether it's due to space or power or circuit limitations. So I got the white rice out of the way because these starches hold their heat very well. And it is such a good dinner in, and we live for these moments where we have something special. This is a little bit more, you know, elevated than what we usually have with the fresh grouper. So, Aaron, who's more excited, me or you?
We're all super excited.
Oh, they're so cute. These dogs have really bonded over the past year. I'd say even the past 3-6 months.
It's surprising how much they like the smell of fish.
It's because they smell a lot of chicken, beef, and pork, and fish is one of the lesser smelled items, so they get really excited with it.
Yeah.
Fish is one of the things where I do like to shut the bedroom door because the fish smell carries. And this is not an RV thing. This is like any household thing. I'd always try to shut the bedroom door, shut the closets.
Yeah, that's why a door is important.
A door and the top to bottom one that we have in here. Love it. Gotta get your pan piping hot before you put oil in it. And tonight we went with the blackened seasoning. The nice man who works at the Fishtails Market told me, because they actually have a brick and mortar store and restaurant that we still haven't gone to. It's on our list of things to do, and I actually think we're gonna go there this week. I have a feeling. But they put this blackened seasoning on their fish, and then they put this seafood seasoning on their shrimp. And the seafood is more like a Old Bay flavor, which we both love. So we're gonna save this for the shrimp that we got. And we're basically gonna copy what they do in-house because they're the masters. I've never seen a blackened mix that's so pale. So you can see it appears to be salt, garlic, and onion heavy, which I like. But then when you put it on here, it looks red. Do you see that?
Yeah, it does look red.
It's like it changed color once it hit the fish.
Weird.
Hey Siri, start stopwatch. So thick side in the center, skinny sides on the outside. And then I like to drop the heat down a little bit so it doesn't scorch. And then my method is pretty simple on everything that I saute. I just have a general idea of how long it takes. Once it looks about halfway or slightly more than halfway cooked, I flip it and I take note of the time to mimic that for the second half.
Yeah, because every fillet of fish is going to be a different thickness, right?
Exactly. Yeah, so there's no cook this for 10 minutes because every piece is different. So you really got to watch it, pay attention. I always just use my stopwatch and let the first half guide my total cooking time. Parchment paper, easy cleanup, right into the shooter. Bada bing, bada boom. And then, so I'm going to let this go for like, probably 5 minutes and then start the broccoli.
Smells good already.
Oh, you know, the thing about the fresh fish, you can see how nice and dry it is. There's like no liquid on it. You can just tell it's a nice piece of fresh, never frozen. It makes all the difference. Aaron's kind of picky now where he'll only eat fresh seafood on the Atlantic coast. And
well, I don't eat it very often, so, you know, when you do, you might as well eat it right.
Only the best. Yeah, that's another thing that the RV life has really spoiled us, where we've just had some good seafood, and we've had good, when you have good, and it's funny for a Minnesotan and Wisconsin person to say that, but once you get used to having fresh fish, it's really hard to go to the frozen.
We have lake fish up there.
We have walleye,
Perch,
and sunnies. We're at 5 minutes so far. I was expecting about 15 minutes, and it's looking like we might be close to that. It looks great, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. It's not even finished yet, and I'm like really excited.
I see you have a Christmas present back there.
I do.
Wow.
That's from our friends Mike and Becky. Isn't it beautiful?
It's a good looking present.
I know. Right next to my food saver box. What do you all love to food saver? What do you like to vacuum seal? Obviously, like I plan on using it for meat and stuff, but I'm sure there's other things that you can seal up and save money on by grocery shopping. I want to make 2026, I want to like save money on groceries because that's a big bucket for us.
It's gotten out of control.
I wouldn't say
I'm not just saying us, I'm saying
oh, the price in general.
the prices of groceries.
That I would agree with. Yeah, that I agree with. So what do y'all use your food saver for to help, whether it's buy in bulk or prep in bulk, whether it's food saving or food prepping or anything related to anything with the food saver? I need some tips because it's brand new to me. Coming along. I'm gonna flip it. We're about 7.5 minutes in. I'm gonna give it a quick little zhuzh so that I'm not flipping it dry. It is looking good. I did just drop the heat down a little bit. That's a little bit more scorched than what I like to see. That can happen with seasoning. It's not like ruined or anything for us. That doesn't bother us, but
Looks good to me.
it's just continuing to get hot. You know, the heat is building, so you gotta monitor your temperature. In previous years, we would buy grouper, but it was just grouper. And now this year, I don't know why, black grouper is what's locally caught at all the markets, and it's no longer just plain grouper, it's black grouper this year. It seems like the black grouper is thicker though, doesn't it?
It seems that
Like
way.
bigger?
I can't confirm it.
It's hard to share facts based off memory. This pan was really hot. That looks done. Perfect. Oh, you know what we need on our cracked bread though is cracked salt and pepper. This would be really good on the grill too.
Yeah, it would.
But since this was so thin, I was a little bit scared of it getting overcooked on the grill. So it's sometimes nice to be able to monitor it right inside.
One thing we have to be careful of is our skinny countertop there by the sink.
I know.
I've seen some disasters there before.
For me,
Yeah.
yeah. When I'm rushing, and usually it's when I'm in a bad mood, and I'm rushing, accidents happen. Anytime I cook a starchy carb, I always cook as much as this pot can fit, which is usually 2 cups of dry rice or 2 cups of dry quinoa.
But this is what a typical, 7-foot RV kitchen gets you. You can cook in it.
Yeah.
Plenty of space, but you got to use it all.
And you kind of got to go with, you have to go through a lot of sessions to figure out what your flow is, right? Like everybody has their own flow when they cook. That's that. This is ready. It looks ready. You can just tell it's splitting. Juices are running. I actually prefer my broccoli better steamed versus the air fryer. I don't like it when it gets all crispy, so I give Aaron all these crispy pieces because he likes it that way. And then I try to take the less crispy pieces. You never knew that I did that, but I do that.
Oh, I knew. And I appreciate it.
Yes, it's a win-win. It's one of these groupers. calling your name?
Well, again, I like the more crispy one, so I usually take like the thinner one or the more...
You want this one?
Yeah, either one. They look pretty similar.
I know, they look exactly like.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Looks good.
Oh, mine released a little bit better. Okay. One more little... So my favorite things about meals like this, aside from supporting local people, eating local food, immersing in the area that you're in as far as cuisine goes, you gotta talk about how expensive it is to eat out nowadays, right?
Yeah.
So, what did this cost? We'll call it $30 for the fish. I think the broccoli was like $3. And then the rice, we'll call it nominal in this event. But if you were to go out to eat this, it'd be way more. Double. Easily double.
Yeah, we've said it before. You order fresh fish in this area, it's going to be 45, maybe lunch will be like 35, but dinner's going to be 45, 50 a plate.
Yeah, and eating out at lunch is another good tip to get more affordable dining out experiences. And we love dining out. We do that too. But the majority of the time, we're cooking at home. So we might eat out once or twice a month on average. And the rest is just like this.
All right, give it a taste.
Okay.
Do you need to let fish rest or no?
No. I mean, if you do, then I've been doing it wrong my entire life. Look at how good that looks. It's meaty and juicy and flaky and hot. It's a very mild fish.
Yeah, grouper's pretty good. Bon appetit.
Again, mine's going to be gone by the time you get your first bite, Aaron. Aaron, I have one more surprise for you. It doesn't have to be right now, but I think like a week ago I got us this little tiny frozen key lime pie.
Oh, I was going to say, what is that?
Made by the Key Lime Pie Co.
We've eaten there before.
We have. And a fun story is our very first trip to the Florida Keys, when we were in the van, we were so excited for the key lime pie. We did like a key lime pie-a-thon where we had a notebook, we had a rating system, and over the course of 4 days, we went to like multiple key lime pie places. Do you remember?
Yeah, this was 2 months before we started YouTube.
Yeah, we weren't yet filming.
2 months before we actually filmed anything.
So we had this elaborate rating system, and it's still in my Apple notebook on my phone. Key lime pie.
Maybe we'll share that.
We rated the crust, we rated the filling, we rated the whipped cream, we rated the texture and the flavor. I want to say that was like the 5 components of this key lime pie-a-thon. Do
we know who came out on top?
Yeah.
The Key Lime Pie Factory did?
The Key Lime Pie Factory came out with an overall rating of 8.5 out of 10, which that's a big deal because Aaron and I don't give out 10s. It's just like your old employee annual review. Like if you get a 10, you better be really good. Ever wonder where the name Irene Iron Travels comes from? It's actually named after my online fitness and nutrition coaching business, Irene Iron Fitness. I help people move better, feel better, and eat better with strength training and real food. No fad diets, no harsh restrictions, no counting calories, and absolutely no processed food in a package. If you want to get stronger and feel better at any age, check the description below for the links with my new client special, or join in on our next and upcoming group challenge.